We'll begin today's meditation by coming into a comfortable seat. Make sure the back is long and tall, so the spine, the neck, the head is in one long line of energy. You may begin to close the eyes, starting to arrive into the space, centering in the body. We'll take a few deep breaths together. Exhale all the remainder breath out of the body. Take a big inhale here, filling up all the way to the crown of the head. Then open mouth, exhale, sigh it out. Taking another big inhale here, filling up the lungs, filling up the stomach. Fill up. Then open mouth, exhale, letting it all go. Keeping the mouth closed, continue the same even inhalation, same even exhalation. Try to relax the muscles in the face, softening the eyes behind the eyelids, unclenching the jaws, perhaps letting the teeth be slightly ajar, letting the tongue rest on the roof of the mouth, letting the shoulders fall away from the ears. If you start to find your mind starting to wander, you may start to count the breath. So a round of inhale and exhale will be 1. And we'll count to 10. So inhaling here, filling up the lungs, filling up the stomach. And exhaling out, letting all the breath leave the body. 1. Inhaling here, filling up all the way to the crown of the head. And then exhaling fully, letting the breath leave the body. 2. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Then exhale, exhale, exhale. 3. Inhale. Follow the breath all the way to the tip. And then exhale, following the breath all the way through to the very end. 4. And continue just counting on your own all the way till when you get to 10 breaths. Maybe noticing the sensation of the breath as it enters the nostrils. Noticing the breath as it leaves the nostrils. Go as fast or slow as you want, but try to keep the same even inhalation, the same even exhalation. Letting the breath feel natural and at ease. Maybe notice if it feels more full, or does it feel shallow? Does it feel light and easy? Or does it feel labored? Either one, it's okay. It doesn't matter how it is, as long as you're doing it. And that's the way we should treat our thoughts as well. When we start to apply the label that this is wrong, a short breath is wrong, or my mind is running around thinking about a bunch of thoughts, we label it as wrong, that's when our mind falls further deeper into that. We get caught up in the thoughts. But if you just label it, just like when you're labeling your breath, maybe short, maybe full, maybe labeling your thoughts as anxious, speculating, ruminating. Maybe it's a sad thought. Maybe it's fear. When you start to note the thought, you give the thought space. You invite the thought in. At the same time, your mind is not caught up in the contents of the thought. And by repeating the label over and over again in your mind, you're less and less dragged along into what the thought wants you to do. You acknowledge the thought, you give it its space, and then you let it go. And as you strengthen your mind to note each one of these thoughts, you're able to have more clarity on how to deal with them. So instead of being caught up in the contents of the thought, instead of being caught up in the emotions of the thought, you can start to reduce your anxiety, the stress, the fears that these thoughts may cause. So similar to our breath, by noting and acknowledging them, you give that space. There's no wrong or right here. So try that exercise. Notice what thoughts arise in the mind. See if you can give it a label. And keep repeating that label over and over again. And notice how it's different than in our day-to-day when that thought arises. Notice how you're able to stand back and view that thought from afar. Notice how you're not caught up in the turnings of the mind. And notice how it's easier to let it go, to let it pass to the side. Slowly start to call the awareness back into the body. Maybe wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes. Whenever you're ready, you may start to flutter the eyes open. Thank you all for joining me today. Namaste.